Hello and welcome to one of the very first ever pre-recorded video podcasts from America First Radio. We've got a Facebook page. Check us out on Facebook. And I hope y'all are doing good today. I'm just going to get right to the point here. A lot of people ask why. Why are we doing this right now all of a sudden? Well, I'll tell you why. Because in America, we eat bacon, we drink coffee, we shoot guns, and we brew our own damn beer. For crying out loud, bald eagles fly hundreds of miles here every year from Canada to simply procreate. Mull that over in your head for a while, okay? Let's face it, Facebook and Twitter are fantastic mediums for networking and getting the word out there. But there's a large portion of the population, let's face it, that don't enjoy reading. They don't have time to read. These people are not dumb by any stretch of the imagination. Let's face it, reading's time consuming, and time can be a rare commodity these days. I totally get it. Totally get it. However, we all know this. There's another segment of the population who don't read because they're lazy, they're ignorant, and they don't mind remaining ignorant. These are the people who need to be spoon-fed, okay? We all know folks like this, so don't pretend that you don't, all right? Combine all that with the fact that by communicating via text only, a lot of times you lose a lot of the context and nuances that go with video or one-on-one interaction. We all know that. I mean, how often have you misinterpreted somebody's Facebook post? You thought they were pissed off. You missed out that they were insinuating sarcasm. So this is just another viable medium to try to get the word out there. Statistically, and yes, I have looked this up, people also tend to remain engaged longer on a topic when they are actually viewing something as opposed to simply listening to someone speak or text only. How do you attempt to remedy these issues and reach a wider audience? Of course, this is it right here. Now, with all that said, I've had people tell me too that nothing matters, that's a dumb idea, why are you even bothering? Well, guess what, Skippy? With a crappy attitude like that, you're right. It don't matter. This isn't for you, so skedaddle. Why not use another viable outlet to network and at least let people know they aren't alone in their views? I'm not going to change anyone's mind here. I'm not really trying to. Let me ask you this too, as our final reason for doing this. Is our country's future important for your kids and your grandkids? No, really, mull that over and you let me know. Is it important for us to try and preserve what many of our forefathers bled, fought, and died for so that they didn't die in vain? Again, you tell me. This should be a mind-numbingly easy answer. If you're having trouble with it, I don't know what to tell you. Now, with all that said, I actually do have a specific election-related topic to focus on. I could go off on any number of tangents here, but I'm going to try to stay on topic. And I want you all to listen very carefully to my words here. There's a certain segment of the population I'm focusing on right now because I know inevitably somebody's going to chime in with, well, what about this thing that happened in the past, or that ideology, or somebody said this? Okay, stop right there. Listen. The campaign and eventual election of one of the most powerful and influential positions in the whole world, has absolutely laughingly degenerated into an immature and ignorant reality show akin to Jersey Shore or the Kardashians. Okay? This isn't the fault of Trump or the Trump campaign. It pretty much rests entirely on the inane media and the dumbing down of America. The media and the Hillary campaign that bought them, they're only capitalizing on people's ignorances and biases and fears. Why wouldn't they? Of course they are. They honestly believe, though, that people generally care about what someone said a decade ago in reference to the opposite sex. They said some mean things, whatever. They actually believe that people care more for the drama of the Kardashians than the political process, okay? The problem here, and I'm sorry to tell you all this, the problem here is that the media is disturbingly correct about that, okay? People have, in fact, become so inanely soft in the cranium that this is what they actually care about instead of the actual ideologies and policies, okay? Some of us can see past it, others can't. Yeah, I get it. The media and our own government and the politically correct crowd has been attempting to dumb down America for quite a few decades now. And keeping in mind what I just said, does anyone else see that they've apparently succeeded and that the rest of us were kind of correct about the fact that that's what was happening? I mean, seriously, if all you care about is who slept with who said some mean things, or Bobby grabbed Becky's butt, or, you know, did you hear what Don said about Jill, then please, for the love of God, stay home and don't vote, because you lack the mental capacity to fully understand the real issues. Now, I understand. I get it. All that other stuff is fun. Everyone likes to call names. Everyone likes slander and the juicy stuff. I know that from years of doing what I've done for a living, okay? Nobody likes the boring stuff. I get it. But now, realistically, if someone was to come up to me and say, hey, you know what? I just don't think Trump is fit for political office just because he's a big billionaire business mogul, no political experience. I just don't think someone like that is fit to be president. If somebody would have said that to me, I would have said, hey, at least you and I can actually have a dialogue now, because that's an actual reason. It isn't because he grabbed some girls in a bar 20 years ago, okay? If that even happened. All right? None of that other crap are legitimate reasons. I mean, seriously, some people I've talked to, this doesn't apply to everybody, obviously. Some people I've talked to have such a inane, almost phobic hatred for the man because of what the media has told them to think, and because of his admittedly over-the-top personality. They have such an irrational hatred for him that they cannot see the actual issues at stake. And forgive me for lack of a better term here, this is somewhat similar to the thought process of poisoning the well, okay? That's where you literally cannot see the forest through the trees. Well, in this case, it's just one tree, Donald Trump. You can't see through him to see the issues, apparently. So in a nutshell, I've said it before and I'm going to say it till I die. If all that other high school nonsense is all you care about, let the adults do politics, okay? We'll take care of it. Will Trump be our magical savior? No. Will he make mistakes? Yes, he will. Is he going to do some things occasionally that piss me off? Without a doubt. Okay? The alternative is what? Mull that over for just a little while, okay? The alternative is what? Now, normally I don't do this alone. I've got a partner in crime, and he had some pre-existing issues he had to take care of. He's very busy right now, but he will be joining me at another date and time. As a matter of fact, he will be the one taking the helm in this. This is kind of his brainchild, and he's a lot more personable, witty, and charming than I am. I know what you're thinking right now. How is that possible? Mind blown. I get it. But anyway, thanks for indulging us right now. Like I said, look us up on Facebook. We're there all the time. We post relentlessly. If you ever wondered what that crazy guy looks like that has all the relentless crazy posts, here he is. Sorry to do that to you folks, but yeah, I know. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and stay tuned.